please welcome the true representation of style meets substance, Miss Sonam Kapoor. Friends, a huge round of applause. दोस्तों एक बार जोरदार तालियां हो जाए. Let's welcome Sonam. Sonam Kapoor to please come up on stage and say a few words. Let's hear it from Miss Sonam Kapoor.
Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody. I'm so very, very honored to be here. Everybody knows that I love fashion and I love all things luxury. And this is a beautiful association, I think. Especially because Versace is doing this for the first time in India. And I'm so happy that they're doing it with you, Mr. Bhosle. I think it's a great association because it's about quality. It's about having your own mansion in Bombay, which is completely, we don't have the space, right? So if you have a luxury apartment here, it's great. And I love being associated with something that's great quality as well. So I'm really, really happy to be here. I'm really happy to launch this project because it seems like it's one of a kind, and it seems like it's going to be a great step forward for luxury and property in India. So, yeah. So, and there are only 10 apartments, only duplex, which is great, and the price points are expensive enough that only the best and the creme of the people will be buying it, which is also brilliant. So, I'm happy, and it's on Fugees Road. So that's another thing. There's not much that is being built there which is that luxurious. So it's, I mean, I would buy it for sure. So, yeah. Am I your first customer? Yeah. So I'm really, 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 really happy to be here, and it looks spectacular. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sonam. And now I'd request you to just probably carry on the conversation a little bit with Mr. Ferraris and Mr. Bhosle.
That. And it appears to be going, it's just getting stronger, especially not only in fashion, but even with the amazing, spectacular interiors that you do. What do you think is the main reason for your longevity and quality control?
Very interesting question. I think the answer to your question is to search in the history of Versace. Versace, thanks to the founder, Gianni, even with his short life, he created something that you cannot buy. It's the credibility, it's the international brand awareness, and with his geniality, he was recognized as to create a mega brand, international recognized. So this was the base, the platform, but now we have a person that can interpret this kind of legacy, and is Mrs. Donatella Versace, which is bringing Versace to the 21st century. And she's obsessed about the future, the young generation. She loves craftsmanship, quality, but also in contrast with innovative research and so on. And this is why Versace now is one of the leading fashion companies in the world.
Because you guys change with the times while keeping the essence of Versace alive.
Exactly.
Which is great, because change is the only constant, right? So, Mr. Bhosle, what is this reason besides the obvious for this incredible first-time collaboration?
Well, a couple of important points that we had to consider before we decided to tie up with the right brand. I think currently there are several brands across the world where they're just happy to lend their name, but that's about it. But the real unique part about Versace is that it's obviously a well-recognized global brand, but most importantly, they're a complete end-to-end solution whereby they actually design the interiors. They have a great battery of international interior designers. And to take it further, they also have they actually manufacture products, right from soft furnishings to furniture to carpets, crockery, cutlery, decorative lightings. So in true sense, it's designed and it's a Versace product. It's not just a lending of name, and that's what made us partner with Versace, and we're very, very proud and happy to do that.
That's brilliant. And Mr. Ferris, is similar. Why did you decide to go with ABIL?
First of all, we have, when we partner with somebody, we have a precise strategy, and the partner has to match our vision and our value, and then clearly in this field has to be the leadership, and so this is the main reason we did this.
You're the leaders of the... Oh, wow. It feels good. Okay, that's great. Well, I think you've already answered this question, but maybe you could reiterate it. There are lots of projects, international projects, and a lot of global collaborators that have been doing that. What is the USP of this particular association besides what you've already said?
So I think from one of the few USPs is to, most importantly to begin with is the location, which you do understand, and you did mention that pure south of Mumbai, there is no land available.
I just said there's no
apartments available. I know, I've looked.
There isn't that much supply coming. There is enough demand in south of Mumbai, because there are those set of people who don't want to move out of south of Mumbai because they're rooted in south of Mumbai. They've grown up there, and the only way to develop in south of Mumbai now is by way of redevelopment. So even this project, there used to be a dilapidated building here, which we had to sort of buy and then therefore take permission.
Did you raise it to the ground?
Yes, yes. In fact, we've got to make basement. So now we're in the process of excavating and building up the basements. So that's the location bit. And apart from that, I think there are several other USPs which the presentation will talk shortly. A few of them to mention is the air-conditioned double-height lobbies. When you go up to the apartment, all of them are large 9,000 square foot apartments. I don't think too many developers are doing all apartments, all 9,000 duplexes.
They're not, and the ceilings aren't that high, and the bathrooms and rooms are too small.
Absolutely, you got it. So
ridiculous.
we've got double height in the living rooms of the apartments. You've just got one apartment every level, so there's a lot of privacy. You're not sharing the lobby with people around. So these are some of the USPs. Of course, the views are spectacular. So right from the first duplex, like most of us can now see and look at the model, that the first level of the apartment really starts at the 8th floor, which therefore means that the first apartment itself gets unobstructed views of the very, very popular and famous.
Which is great, because
Queen's
like
necklace.
you know, it's very strange, but I don't like living very high up. I'm like one of those people who doesn't like doing that, because I've lived in JVPD, Juhu, all my life. So I'm used to it. So this is great. So you get the view without actually.
You get the view, you get the fresh air, which I think is not very common these days.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah, those are some of the USPs, and of course the legacy, the heritage value of South Mumbai, and also the legacy and heritage that Versace as a brand carries, that we're all sort of celebrating. So it's.
What, I mean, I think you've answered the next question as well. So it's been
I know what you're asking me, so I'm preempting.
You're preempting it. Okay, so I was going to ask you about the key elements, but you've answered all of
Yeah,
them.
he's completely gone all over.
So I'm just happy that I get to sit here and ask you these questions. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much.